Chapter 18. What a Girl Needs. March 2nd, 2019. No, I'm not going to call some huckster TV psychic. You were the one who said we needed help. Yes, help. That doesn't mean some two-bit hack who only wants to scam people out of their money. How do you know she is a hack? Every time the commercial comes on, I can feel you paying attention. I roll my eyes as I drop the phone onto the couch. Stop prying. I hate it when you try to guess my feelings. My hand twitches as he wants to continue the conversation. I don't let him. Nathaniel is quite apt at using a cell phone, and I look less like a crazy person. I chew on my lower lip as I consider his position. He's right, but I'm not telling him that. My research hit a dead end. There is nothing on how he possesses his brides or how to undo said possessions. Fine, you win. I throw up my hands in mock surrender. I close the note app I used to chat with him and punch in 1-800 PSYCHIK. I bet the first thing the automated response will ask for is my credit card number. Thank you for calling 1-800 Psychic. A pleasant voice comes on the line. She doesn't give me time to speak for continuing. Georgie, she will be there in any moment. I stare at the screen of my phone after she hangs up on me. My thumb comes to life and pops open the notes again. What was that? Do you know this woman? No, I shake my head, bewildered. Must be some kind of crazy caller ID nonsense. She said she was coming here. What? No, there's no way she could know I was going to call and leave in time to get it. Heavy bangs slam against my front door. The relentless pounding does not stop until I am at the door. I peek through the peephole, hoping that the person on the other side is at the wrong door. Are you gonna dawdle there all day or open the door? The woman with the violet eyes from the commercial fish eyes as she leans into the peephole and scolds me. I gasp as I take a step back. This is freaky, even for a possessed woman. Nathaniel's hand nudges my elbow. Really? You want me to let her in? It hardly seems like a coincidence. Maybe she is not a charlatan? I roll my eyes at the phone and shake my head. I'm going to be the laughing stock of the town when I get rooked by this con artist. I slide the phone into the pocket of my sweatpants and unlock the deadbolt, leaving the chain. With my weight against the door, I crack it open. Can I help you? Yes, let me in before Mrs. Feinstein calls the cops. We need to talk. Really? You expect me to let a complete stranger into my house because you demanded it? You're the one who called me, remember? And you also took your sweet damn time doing it too. I told you to call me back in January, but did you listen? No. You decided to keep playing with that time bomb in your head. Now open up. I freeze at her claim. I rewound that commercial and confirmed it was Georgia, not Georgie. She raises a brow and cocks her head as if daring me to contradict her. I ease the door closed and my fingers hesitate over the chain. Nathaniel's hand rests on my shoulder, a sign of comfort. With a dramatic exhale, I slide the chain free and open the door. Good, she sweeps past me, hauling a small rolling suitcase behind her. You consummated yet? I blink, my cheeks flaring to life in embarrassment. The door slams as I shut it before my nosy neighbor can butt in. What? That's kind of personal. Who are you? Girl, it's a simple question, and one with dire consequences. Have you consummated with him? Her violet eyes dig deep into me, watching, waiting. My mind whirls. She knows about Nathaniel, which confirms further he is real and not a figment of my imagination. Or the stranger is stalking me and is here to push me over the edge to steal everything from me. Nathaniel's hands rest on my shoulders, helping me focus. We have been intimate, I mumble. She studies me and jumps up from the chair before getting in my face. That is not what I asked. Her eyes dart side to side as she studies me. Have you consummated? Has he taken your virginity? I try to think back to all the encounters with Nathaniel and struggle. Too many restless nights have gone by for me to remember every intimate moment. A single tap on my shoulder draws the mysterious woman's gaze to it. What does that mean? The tap. She brandishes a finger at my shoulder and hovers close, like she's going to devour me for lunch. You saw that? My eyes round like saucers in surprise. No one has even indicated to notice Nathaniel in the past 3 months. She glares at me as I fail to answer the question. It means no? I then fish out my phone and ignore her to look at the tiny screen. What do you mean, no? All of your fantasies are with me behind you. Gracie is always front and center in your mind. Oh, my face burns bright. The woman shifts closer to peer down at my phone, fascinated by our exchange. Who the hell are you? I pull my phone away, not wanting her to invade mine and Nathaniel's private conversation. My name is Raven. Everyone calls me Madam, and if the boy is saying you have not consummated, then it is true. Good. Then there's a chance. She turns on heel and tosses her bag onto my island with caring if she damages the finish, unzips it, and flips it open. She fishes through the assorted trinkets in the bag and returns with a compact covered in scratches and holding itself closed with a wish and a prayer. I shy back from the blue goop on her finger. What's that for? It is woad. It will help protect. Stop floundering like a fish and let me do my thing. I hesitate. I don't know this woman from Adam, and she wants me to let her put some kind of weird blue stuff on my forehead that she claims will protect me. Nathaniel taps twice on my shoulder. I brush my hair out of my face and stand still. If he isn't trying to stop me from interacting with her, he must not sense danger. He explained that there was something evil in that corner, and he was trying to protect me at the house where he made me walk backwards. She dabs the goop on my forehead. Yes, she is a handful. Raven cants her head to the side like there is a person standing off there that she's barking at. I wonder if that's how I look when talking to Nathaniel. Yes, I know I could have come to see her months ago. Until she reached out to me, she wasn't ready. She wheels on her heel and brandishes a woad covered finger at the empty air. Don't you go getting high and mighty. When they aren't ready, it does more harm than good. She then brandishes the blue tip finger at me. And you, why did it take your sweet time calling? Nuh-uh, you don't get to blame me for not calling a crackpot psychic hotline. Hell, I learned 2 minutes ago that I'm possessed and not crazy. My back stiffens and I lean in to emphasize my point. My finger juts back at her. Why didn't you help me? She scoffs. Would you believe me had I come then? You're ready. I'm here. There's much to discuss and too little time. She storms over to the kitchen table and drops into a chair. Make yourself a cup of tea. I take mine with honey. Do I look like a servant? I'm not making you tea. I scoff. The nagging ache between my legs fades and my muscles relax. Breathing becomes easier and the weight on my shoulders lifts. Nathaniel's looming presence remains. What is this woad stuff? Georgina Belmont, I am here to help you. When a guest comes, you should treat them with kindness. I huff like a small child at her scolding. I cross my arms to dig in when Nathaniel taps my shoulder once and nudges my elbow. Fine, I snap at him before I move to my Keurig to make her a cup of tea. Can? My question is cut short by her raised hand. Tea first. I serve the tea and sit across from her. Fine, there's your damn tea. What's going on with me? She doesn't answer until after she tastes the tea. The twist of her lips brings a scowl to my face. You are possessed. I've already figured that out. How do I fix it? You don't. The two of you are soul bonded, meaning you are of one soul. Remove one half and the other will perish. She shrugs. I'm stuck with him? Pretty much. Then why the fuck did you care if I had consummated with him? I shout at her and slap the table in frustration. Because then you would belong to his master, she says. She drops the nonchalant attitude. Her gaze darkens as she stares at me over the brim of her teacup. And that would mean you are a danger to us all. As long as he does not claim your virginity, then there's hope. Hope? I thought you said I couldn't get rid of him. My voice cracks as the frustrated tears well in my eyes. This woman is more maddening than dealing with my desires every 10 minutes. You are of one soul. That doesn't mean you can't prevent this from happening again. She softens as she leans forward. Georgina, your level of compatibility with him is extraordinary. You must resist the desire, or all is lost. She tilts her head, listening to something I can't see. Would you like to meet him? I sniffle and rub my eyes with my sleeves. How is that possible? You still doubt me? She cracks a grin as she hops up to retrieve a small glass globe from her bag. This is how. A crystal ball? If I didn't think she was a con artist before, I do now. What is this stuff she put on my forehead? Is it a drug that makes me susceptible to suggestions? She rolls her eyes at me and sets the small sphere between us. Give me your hands. It takes all my willpower to not roll my eyes back at her. Her hands wait on either side of the ball, palms up. Nathaniel urges me forward with a gentle tap of my elbow. An electric tingle passes through me as her hands clamp down like vices onto mine. I wiggle my fingers, trying to regain blood flow. Stop fidgeting. This is already hard enough without you breaking my concentration. All of the discomfort is forgotten when the clear crystal ball fills with cloudy smoke. I yelp and try to pull away. Madame Raven's grip holds me in place. A handsome man with wavy brown hair and piercing brown eyes comes into focus. The hazy outline from the mirror is replaced with all the details. His smile is soft and enthusiastic as he gazes back up at me. Nathaniel? My throat constricts and causes me to squeak his name. Hello, Georgie. His voice is a rich tenor in my ears. I stare, transfixed by Nathaniel. Is that you? Yes, it's me. How can I hear you? He shrugs and a mischievous grin forms. My bet is Madame Raven. Of course it's me. Raven looks at me like I'm a toddler who said water is wet. The two of you were already connecting. It was nothing for me to finish the bridge. My mind reels under this new circumstance. I never imagined I would be hearing Nathaniel speak. My mind races as I study his small image in the crystal. He smiles and bows his head. Georgina, I am truly sorry for what I have done to you. You did not deserve any of this. My heart is in my throat. The sorrow and regret in his words cause tears to well at the corners of my eyes again. I refused to give him forgiveness when he asked the first day. Nathaniel's calm and steady presence is all that keeps me from losing everything. Any time my body rebelled, he was there to help me resist. I should forgive him. That's what the church taught me to do. His words ring in my heart like the bells of Notre Dame, and there's a flutter in my stomach at the emotional need to know I'm not in the wrong. I can't bring myself to say the right words. I know, I rasp. His sad smile cannot hide the echo of regret and rejection searing through my chest like a hot poker. What the? I rip my hands from Madame Raven and flinch back. The image of Nathaniel vanishes from the globe on the table. What was that? The bridge between the two of you is strengthening. Raven leans back in her chair. Her mocha-colored skin pales and dark circles form under her eyes. The more your souls merge, the more powerful it becomes. There's no telling how far your bond will go. You mean those were his feelings? I bring my fist to my chest and hug myself. I hadn't considered he had feelings or emotions. Until today, he was just words in my head with my voice. Yes, Georgina, this is dangerous territory you're wandering through. The human body was never meant to carry two souls, even if they are bound and entwined. A time will come where the strain cannot be sustained. I stare at her, struggling to process her cryptic words. What does that even mean? Stop with the mumbo jumbo and just tell me. She leans forward and jabs a finger at me. It means you will die, girl. Her tone cuts like a knife, and her eyes burn straight into my soul. Whether it is a traditional death where your father has a body to bury, or a spiritual death where your soul is consumed by his, is unknown. I have never seen this before. I can feel the dissonance between the two of you. I fall back into my chair, stunned. My eyes remain fixed on Raven as I try to process her words. I thought you said there was a chance, that hope remains. Hot rage boils deep down in my chest. How dare she string me along? No, fuck you, you con artist. I don't know what you did to me. It's bullshit. Get out. She draws in a deep breath before launching herself from the chair. She packs the few things she had taken out and zips the suitcase close. Girl, your anger at your lot doesn't make me a con artist. The more you fight it, the worse it'll be. You don't always get to hear what you want. You have to hear what you need. I fly out of my chair and storm after as she heads to the door. One last word of warning. Beware the master. She closes the door behind her. Warring emotions tie my gut into knots as I try to process everything she said. Nathaniel wraps his arms around my shoulders and holds me to his chest, trying to comfort me. I lean into it, unsure what to do. We will continue looking for a way to fight it. I whirl around as if to look at him. How can I still hear you? I thought that could only happen while you were in the crystal ball. I don't know, but I am glad for it. Mirth and wonder echo against my disbelief and shock. At least you won't have to keep asking to use my hand, I huff, still mad at the strange woman. I stamp my foot in impotent rage. Whatever. So what was all that master nonsense she kept on about? I'm not sure. I don't think she is lying. We've both felt it. Desire, we both say. I thought it was you that drew me to you. I've always believed it was the bride's emotions. The ominous sensation of being watched creeps over me. The sudden chill in the room causes me to hug myself and shudder. There has to be another explanation. Do you remember any other voices with your brides? Or anything that connects everyone together? Were they into witchcraft? Did they perform a ritual? Sharp pain stabs my temples, like my brain is trying to explode from my skull, and I rub my temples as I stumble to the couch. Haven Hill. Nathaniel sounds far away, and as if he says more. The words are lost as the pain in my head grows. Everything comes back to that damn estate. Oh no. I have been hyper focused on my hunt for information into Nathaniel that I neglected my duties at work. The meeting to finalize the plans is on Monday. As my mind shifts to another topic, the pain ebbs in my temples. You have a whole day to finish your plans. Dick will accept your proposal. Richard, I correct him. His name is Richard. No, Gracie's correct. He's a dick. Nathaniel, I know Richard can be boorish, but he really is a good guy. Could have fooled me. I've only ever seen him treat you like shit. Since the start of the new year, I have seen a whole new Richard and can't argue against Nathaniel's point. Not wanting to take relationship advice from the man possessing me, I shift topics. Do you think Madame Raven wanted to help? She's scary, not evil. She was genuinely concerned for you. She is not a charlatan. How do you know? All she did was say that what we already knew. Well, other than I'm going to die. I wish I never called her. She also said there was hope. Whatever she did allows us to communicate. I never could talk with my brides before. Not your bride, I sigh and curl up on the couch. The anguish of knowing that I am living on borrowed time still gnaws at the back of my mind, but I try to ignore it. Otherwise, I'll end up a blubbering mess and never leave my apartment again. I promise we will figure this out, Georgina. I won't let you die. His hand rubs along my back, soothing me. I wish he were real so I could curl into his arms. Once I calm down, I get up and bust the dishes from my impromptu tea party. Under the cup Madame Raven had used is a small business card. I frown at it, expecting it to be the psychic's card. Instead, it reads, The Bookstore. There's no logo, and under the title is an address in Savannah. I flip it over to read. Ask for Kalia. How do you even pronounce that name? Why would I take this crazy person's suggestion, even if she knew more of my situation than anyone else in the world? What if this is all part of an elaborate con? Has my father done something terrible to someone, and now people like the show Leverage are getting even with me? We don't have any other avenues to explore. I doubt they are trying to con you. She didn't ask you for anything today. Maybe we should at least investigate this place. You want me to go meet up with another wackadoodle? Georgie. His disappointment rails through me worse than one of my father's stony looks. She came to you when you asked for help. I huff, wanting to end this conversation. Fine, I'll think about it. The card is abandoned on the island as I reclaim my position in front of the TV. I tune out the renovation show in the background as I open the laptop, intending to finish my proposal. What do you remember of the estate? Not much. The folks living there were kind enough to offer me a bed and food, and then nothing. No, not like that. What do you remember of the house itself? How was it decorated? What colors did they use? Were there specific details that stuck out at you? I crack open a notepad file to take notes of his details. The thought came to me that if he is from that era, I could at least use his memories to recreate authentic period decorations and give the Historical Society a remarkable place. Oh, I don't remember much until after the war when I was with Dolores. I did get to see most of the main house with her. My fingers fly over the keyboard as he recounts the details of each room Dolores and he ventured into. Chapter 19. Hope Springs Eternal. March 4th, 2019. The sun isn't even up yet by the time I make it into the office. I always do my best work before the bustle of the day pulls me in 10 different directions. I hum to myself as I move through the empty office, eager to show Richard my plans for Haven Hill. It has been months of back and forth with both the city and the Historical Society about our plans. While the architectural aspects are under review, I focus on the interior designs. Nathaniel's insights into how the house used to look were an amazing resource. I should be able to use that as a starting point to bring back the house's former glory. I pause at the door to my office and frown. Richard was also here early. I glance towards the gopher pen, glad it is empty. The stairs are the worst. Battle lines were drawn between the women who worked in the cubicles, between who supported Richard and who supported me. Every time I have to visit Richard, I can feel their eyes boring into me. My knock sounds thunderous in the empty office. It's weird how big and lonely an office sounds when no one is around. The tension between my shoulder blades tightens as I hear Richard's muffled shouting. I can't make out what he's saying. I turn to go back to my side of the office when the door is ripped open. What? He snarls. It's nothing. I'll come back later. You're busy. I rapid fire apologize and turn to flee back to my office. His hand is like fire when it catches my wrist. I freeze in place and whip my head around to look at him. Let go of me, I say with such authority that I'm not convinced it's me doing the talking. Georgie, sorry. His hand drops. Are you all right? His tone shifts to concern, and his beautiful green eyes look at me with a softness I haven't seen in a long time. I'm fine. I am not in the mood to play 20 questions with Richard. A small part of me wants to tell him everything. The rest of me fears how he will respond. Are you sure? You've been acting kind of strange lately. If you want to talk. My heart skips a beat. This was the Richard I fell in love with. The kind man with gentle eyes who wanted nothing more than to be with me. I should walk away. This tiny moment of tenderness shouldn't be all it takes for me to forgive him and come crawling back. I truly am pathetic. Sure. Okay, Richard. We step into his office. He closes the door before sitting in one chair on the visitor side of his desk. I fidget with my skirt as I sit across from him. He waits, watching me. This is harder than I thought it would be. My mind wages war on whether to tell him the truth or give him enough to back off. I chew on my lip as I struggle. I I force myself to take a deep breath. I'm sorry for claiming you drugged me. The shock of everything that happened over New Year was too much, and I blamed you. I don't look up from my skirt, unable to take his anger. He shifts in the chair and sits back. The silence drags on between us for what seems like eternity. I'm sorry too, Georgie. Sadness is etched onto his face when I snap my head up to him. It was stupid of me to treat you that way. His gaze bounces everywhere in the office except to me. I could try to make excuses for what I did. I wish you would talk to me about it. His green eyes settle on me. I've been thinking about this for a while, and I would like us to start over. I miss you. Hell, I even miss Gracie a little too. My heart is in my throat. This can't be happening. My vision starts to swim with tears threatening to be unleashed. I blink to push them away and draw in a deep breath. He is apologizing. Richard never apologizes. I think I would like that. Oh, I. The smile on his face was like the sun coming out from behind the clouds. I would like that too. Maybe we could start with lunch. Not today. I'm going to be on site with Billy most of this week. I'll text you and we can see where it goes from there, okay? Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I am on cloud nine as I return to my office. Richard does love me. I want to rip the phone out of my purse and barrage him with messages. We need to take this slow, though, if it's gonna work out this time. My thoughts are flooded with the entire checklist of everything I did wrong during our relationship. I sink down into my chair. Are you sure this is wise? What? It's Richard. Of course it is. Like I said, he's a good man. He's sorry for what he did, which means he knows it was wrong. Plus, I'm not an idiot. I will go slow to make sure. I still don't like it. That man is a snake oil salesman. You cannot trust him. Nathaniel, this is my life, not yours. This is our life. This man brings you nothing other than suffering. I don't like how he treats you. You don't have to like it. Respect that it's my decision. Like what? Gracie's chirp at the door to my office sets my face afire. Um, I flounder for a heartbeat as I try to figure out how long she had been standing there. Richard. You're right, I don't like him. She steps in and sits on the edge of the desk. What'd he do this time? He apologized? The shock on her face brings a smile to mine. He what? He apologized and asked if we could start over. You told him no, right? Actually, I told him I was okay with it. Pain flashes across her face. Oh, I see. We're gonna take it slow to start with. My voice is muted. I still don't trust him, but if there's a chance, I have to take it. You need to strike while the iron's hot. She tries to hide the tears by hopping back off the desk and turning her back to me. I feel like I've been kicked in the gut as she leaves. Am I wrong in trying to patch things up with Richard? I still don't know where I stand with Gracie. Does she want a relationship with me? After Valentine's Day, it's hard to tell what's going on between us. I slip through the hallway and into the women's room to bury myself in a stall and let the tears flow. Nathaniel holds me as I use toilet paper to dab at my eyes. I don't know what to do now. Gracie's reaction isn't what I expected. She didn't go on a tangent recounting all the reasons to hate Richard and how I could do better. Today, she was shattered and retreated like a kicked puppy. I wait until the bathroom is empty before spending 3 seconds getting my makeup manageable to hide the tears. I bolt back to my desk, avoiding the inquisitive gazes of the gophers. I make sure I am perfect before heading back down to meet up with Billy. His truck is a safe space, and I lean against the door and stare out the window. Billy, can I ask you for some advice? Sure, Miss G. What do you think of Richard? The longer he takes, the more nervous I get that I've overstepped. Miss G, I think the boy has a good heart, but can be quite the idiot sometimes. I glance over, surprise bubbling to the surface. That was not the kind of response I was expecting to hear from him. Really? He gives me a small smile. Really? I've disagreed with some choices he's made, but that doesn't mean he's rotten. Why do you ask? He, I swallowed the lump in my throat, apologized this morning and asked to start over. Should I? Miss G, I think that is between you and your heart. Love is a fickle mistress, and the heart is a mystery at the best of times. If you feel like he's worthy of your forgiveness, then he's worthy. If not, then he ain't. Simple as that. Nathaniel broods in the back of my mind, unhappy with me even entertaining this thought. I can picture him sitting there with his arms crossed and his eyes narrowed while his foot taps in agitation. Should I forgive him? Up to you, but you shouldn't forget. I stare at him in confusion as I try to figure out what that means. He hurt you and betrayed your trust, Miss G. Forgiveness does not mean a blank check back to the way things were before. I nod. Nathaniel's smug agreement sparks anger. Why does everyone except me hate Richard so much? Thanks, Billy. I'll keep that in mind. Chapter 20. A Monster in Man's Skin. March 8th, 2019. I haven't been this nervous since Richard first asked me out in high school. The pristine racks of blouses and pencil skirts taunt me as I stare at them. Gracie wanted to donate them all to Goodwill, but I couldn't bring myself to part with them. The memories of Richard's lighting up every time he sees me in one of them is enough to keep them. Today, I am happy I made that decision. While I wear them for him, they are uncomfortable. I hate how they restrict my movement. I would much rather wear a nice flowing dress with pockets. My hands flex open and close as I deliberate. You should wear the blue dress you got. It makes you happy. I sigh. It's not that. Richard prefers clothing that shows off my figure. I want to look my best tonight. My fingers trail along the shimmery fabric of a cocktail dress hanging next to skirts. This is dinner. That level of dress is overkill, but I'm positive he would love it. I chew on my lip. Then I still stand with my suggestion. I roll my eyes as he bumps me with his shoulder in jest. His amusement is tinged with worry and something darker I can't quite put my finger on. He has a point. If Richard has changed, I should be able to wear what I want him to see me in. I turn to look at the dresses hanging behind me. These are the dresses that Gracie and I picked during our retail therapy sessions. An ache forms in my chest as Gracie's smoldering gaze in the dressing room flashes before me. Georgie? It's nothing. I shake my head to dismiss the memories, but the ache lingers. It's not like Gracie and I are a couple. She said she was okay with me going on this date. Well, almost okay. She's still upset with Richard. I settle on the dress that Nathaniel suggests. I spend the rest of the time primping in the mirror to make sure my makeup is perfect. Richard leans against the sleek black muscle car, the top button of his dress shirt undone and his dark suit jacket open to show off his physique. My heart jumps into my throat as I see him. His dark hair is unruly in the breeze. His gaze wanders from head to toe as I approach. He pulls me into a tight hug. My arms slip around him as I drink in his warmth. His cologne soothes my nerves. You're stunning. When did you get that? He steps back to arm's length, his hands comforting on my shoulders. A smile flits across his lips as his eyes scan my outfit. Shaking things up, I see. You always dress to impress. Thank you. My heart flutters at the wash of compliments. He has changed, and everyone else is incorrect. The car rumbles and purrs as he speeds along. It brings back memories of us racing through the night, escaping to a secluded spot for hours. You can still cancel. I'm sure Gracie would be more than happy to meet you at the restaurant. I squash my annoyance at Nathaniel and smile at Richard. I like the new car. Yeah? Richard glances over towards me. Me too. The insurance payout helped cover the down payment on this guy. I enjoy the patter of his voice. I don't care about the car or the specifics, but the way his face lights up as he talks is worth everything. His entire demeanor is different. He looks relaxed and open as he uses his hands to articulate what he's saying. We pull up to his favorite Italian restaurant and he tosses the valet the key before coming around to open the car door for me. This is what it's supposed to be like. I hated all the yelling and screaming and nasty remarks. We're seated in a back corner booth after a brief wait, and the maitre d' even welcomes us by name. I browse the menu as we wait. The server is at our table within minutes and fills our glasses with water. Welcome. My name is Raquel, and I will be your server tonight. Would you like to hear our recommended vintages? A spark of jealousy flashes to life as Richard smiles in a far too familiar fashion at the server. I shove it back down into the dark hole it came from. He isn't flirting. This is the way Richard has always behaved. Thank you, Raquel. We will start with antipasto misto, then move to minestrone. For the salad, let's do Caesar. Then we'll have the piccata de pollo with fettuccine alfredo and finish the night with tiramisu. We would also like a bottle of Merlot. The server collects the menus and bustles off to fulfill his request. I deflate a little but force a smile. I was eyeing the ravioli and tortellini dishes, but he ordered before I could decide. Rude. I try to shush Nathaniel as I turn my attention back to Richard. It doesn't matter. All of the food in the place is delectable. Richard, I. We try to talk simultaneously and share a small laugh. You go. I wait for him to speak. Georgina, I have been a real idiot. He reaches across the table and shakes my hands. I don't deserve your forgiveness. I've hurt you. I'm sorry. He pauses as he struggles to go on. You know how I get when I get stressed. I was trying to work through some shit and took it out on you. I am still trying to process my emotions, and the server returns with the wine. I cover my lack of response with pleasantries and examining the wine. The red smells sharp and pungent to me. I prefer Moscato. He waits for the area around us to be clear again before continuing. I've realized how much I love you, Georgie, and I hate that I drove you to such extremes. My fork hovers mid-bite, an olive threatening to roll off the prongs as my hand trembles. I shove it in my mouth to cover my shock by chewing. He said he still loves me. I finished the salty bite of meat and olives before looking up into his hopeful eyes. He also said you were the extreme one. Was he not the one who cheated and drugged you? I love you too, Richard. I wanted none of this either, I reply as tears cling to my lashes. I know, Georgie. I know. He takes my free hand in his. Can you find it to forgive me? Put all your anger behind you and move forward with me? You should be angry, Georgina. He should respect your wishes and never put you in that situation to begin with. Nathaniel doesn't understand. I fly off the handle and am emotional. Richard's the level headed one, and that he understands me and still wants me is all I ever wanted. Oh, Richard, of course I forgive you. Mistrust and suspicion float through the back of my mind, which I attribute to Nathaniel being jealous. I focus on Richard and the joy I am experiencing. A small niggle of guilt bubbles to the surface as I realize I am going to have to tell Gracie. Good. I was worried you had worked yourself into such a state you could never come back to me. His smile softens, and he releases my hand to dig into his own appetizer. He should be worried. He doesn't deserve you, Georgie. I close my eyes, trying to tune out Nathaniel before I eat. Frantic to make this date perfect, my stomach was too twisted to allow me to eat prior. The drive home is pleasant, and Richard holds my hand the entire time. The smile on his face is carefree and draws out his sweet dimples. He pulls into the parking lot of my building and puts the car in park. I had a lovely time tonight, he says as he faces me. Me too. He leans in, his hand coming up to cup my neck and draws me closer to meet him. The sweet scent of his cologne surrounds me, and his fingers are warm against my skin. My eyes flutter closed, and our lips meet. The kiss is sweet and tender at first, two new lovers testing the waters. Encouraged by my sigh, Richard deepens the kiss. We part and both bite against our lower lip, smiling like fools. This is just like the first night in that closet. You want to come up? I don't think that's a good idea, Georgina. You wanted to take this slow. If he comes up, he's going to think you're wanting more. Really? I would love that. Richard's beaming smile as he kills the engine makes my heart sing. I ignore Nathaniel's anger and worry, not wanting to lose this warm and fuzzy feeling of Richard being happy with me. I ease out of the car and we walk hand in hand to the door of my building. Richard turns me and kisses me again, pressing me against the door, his hands roaming over my sleek dress until he cups my butt and squeezes. His lips trail away from mine and along my jaw until he nibbles on my ear. I want you, he whispers. The light teasing is enough to send sinful jolts of desire along my skin, causing me to grind against him in needy lust. That's my girl, he murmurs as his kiss continues, and he guides a leg up along his hip. My chest rises and falls with my heavy breathing, and I lace my fingers into his hair, encouraging his sweet kisses. I want more. I need more. I ache for his touch, and my clothes are burning against my skin with the flames of my wanton desire. Nathaniel's one hand cups my chest and squeezes as he presses from behind. His manhood is hard against my backside. His lips brush along my neck opposite of Richard. His other hand slides down to rub me through my dress. The timid warning of his affection gone, and he's rough in reminding me he wants me as much as Richard does. For a few blissful seconds, I'm held between the man I've always wanted and the man I'm bound to, and everything is right in the world. They're all I need. Desire. The saccharine female voice is alien and dreadful as it echoes through my mind. My eyes fly open and fear floods ice into my veins. I tension Richard's arms, squirming to escape his and Nathaniel's touch. No, I whimper. No, Richard pulls back and furrows his brow down at me. What do you mean, no? His tone shifts from lustful and tender to edging on anger. Nathaniel's touches cease. His presence is heavy and wanton. The mix of jealousy and desire slams against my lust and Richard. Lust and panic. Richard, My throat constricts as I struggle to wrestle with my emotional nightmare. I shake my head, failing to communicate to him how afraid I am. He pushes from me and runs his fingers through his hair. Are you fucking kidding me, Georgina? I do everything for you and you're going to fucking tease me again? Was this your plan all along? Lure me back in and string me along. For what? You're sick, you know that? No, Richard, please. No, it's not that. I swear. I want to. I do. I cling to him in desperation. Something's happening to me. The waterworks flow, and the dam of keeping Nathaniel to myself cracks. I'm having all these feelings, and then sensations, and then this thing with Gracie. I fucking knew it. You've been her little slut all this time, and when she threw you away, you decided to come crawling back to me. Is that it? He pries my hands from him and steps out of reach. Rage wells like a bull ready to charge the matador as Nathaniel's presence overwhelms me. I shake, unable to contain the whammy of emotions between Nathaniel and myself. Richard, please, I beg. His jaw clenches, and he stares at me long and hard. The cold and unloving gaze replaced the sweet man I fell in love with again. I'm gonna make you. I'm going to go before you make me regret this. You need to think long and hard, Georgie. If you want me in your life, you need to make the right choices of who else you keep in your life. I love you, but I won't tolerate being so ill treated. He walks away, not waiting for my response. He won't tolerate this? How dare he? Oh, that I had my body. I would show him how a man acts. You are the light of the sun, Georgina. He should be worshiping the ground you walk on and be grateful you even give him a passing glance. Your heart is full of love. You are the kindest soul I have ever met. He is a monster for treating you like this. Let me, Georgina, let me add him. I will make him rue the day he ever hurt you. Richard's car peels out of the parking, and I hug myself, rooted to the spot where he left me. Nathaniel's rant rings in my ears, and I'm more confused. His emotions batter against me like a hurricane: anger, frustration, sadness, and love. How could Nathaniel love me? He is a ghost. I am not a ghost. You're dead. You said so yourself. There's a death certificate for you. It does not change my emotions, Georgina. I have never connected with any of my brides as I do with you. Not even Dolores. You're special. With them, I existed and fulfilled their desires. With you, I want to hold you and kiss you. I want to sit with you on the couch and eat ice cream. I want to help you rebuild houses. This torture pains me. Only being allowed to make you feel what I can give you. I want more. I want to live. I love you, Georgina. I look at my hands, my chest rising and falling with the labor of breathing. This is too much to handle all at once. Richard has me all in knots and worried I have ruined everything again. Gracie's still being weird. And now Nathaniel's professing his love for me. I I need to be alone. Pain clutches my chest when Nathaniel's presence disappears. Hollowness replaces the warmth of his emotions. I know as soon as he's gone, it was the wrong choice. Again. I drive everyone away. There is something wrong with me. How could Nathaniel love me? Chapter 21. Dreams are a nightmare your heart makes. The club hums with the throngs of people bumping and grinding to the loud German music I can't understand. Gracie's smile is infectious as she throws her hands in the air to groove. I mimic her, and our wild dancing draws us closer. Sweat soaked and panting, the strobing lights bounce off our sparkling dresses, creating a technicolor rainbow of lights around us. The crowd fades, and music dulls until all that remains are the two of us. Her soft lips brush mine and taste like cherries. In the blink of an eye, our clothes are gone, and we're on a bed covered in satin sheets. Gracie hovering over me like a blue-haired goddess before she dips her head to my chest. I arch and cradle her head, encouraging her to continue. The biting sting of her tension causes me to breathe harder. She leaves butterfly kisses along my stomach. Gracie doesn't stop. I never want this to end. It doesn't have to, she murmurs against my lips as she leans up. The tattoos that bind her body spring to life, rising out of her skin to surround us. Gracie, I whimper. I need you, Georgie. All of you. Her husky voice is graveled and foreign, not like the sweet melodious tones I'm used to. He needs you. She turns me, the vines twisting around us until I'm facing Nathaniel. His intense brown eyes gaze at me. His lips are parted and his toned chest rises and falls. I love you, Georgina, he murmurs as he leans in and draws me into a tender kiss. Nothing like the sinful kisses Gracie plants me with. We both need you, Georgie, her voice coos in my ear. Yes, I whine against Nathaniel's lips. I gasp awake, sitting up to find myself in my bed, alone, my body throbbing and my heart pounds in my chest. Sweat covers my skin. With trembling fingers, I reach between my legs and yelp. Everything is swollen and sensitive, and when I bring my fingers up to inspect them, the hint of blood mixes with What the fuck? I whisper. What have I done? How is this possible? Raven warned me not to consummate my relationship with Nathaniel. She said to be wary of the master, but never explained, and I haven't spoken to her since. I stare at my fingers covered in blood, unable to comprehend what happened. Nathaniel's arms wrap around me and he nuzzles me. We are husband and wife. What? I shriek and try to escape the bed, only to be held in place by him. Georgina, you gave yourself to me. We completed the bond. I am yours and you're mine, as you desired. His voice changes and hisses with the tinges of the feminine voice. The spot on my forehead where Raven dabbed that goo burns. Oh, God, I wail. No, 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 no. This isn't happening. No. I'm sorry, Georgina. I could not stop myself. I only want to make you happy. Nathaniel's voice is back to normal. It doesn't matter. I'm in over my head. I need help. There's only one person I can trust, and she'll know what to do. I should have told her sooner. Panicked, it's too late. I reach for my phone to call Gracie. 6 unread messages from Richard await me, as is an entire conversation I don't remember having with him. You up? No. Funny, can we talk? No. Don't be like this, Georgie. I just want to talk. To berate me and treat me like the philanderer you are? No, sir. Come on, G. I need you. What you need is a swift kick in the ball sack, and for someone like Mr. Koa to put you through a wall. Why are you being weird? What the fuck? Jesus, I was trying to say I wanted you to come over and work things out. By working them out, you mean abuse me further and take advantage of my fragile state so you can remain in good graces with my father? You don't have to be a cunt. You're the one who was in my office begging to fuck you earlier. And no, I need someone to talk to about important shit. Then find yourself a doctor, you jackass. You had the perfect gift in this divine creature and blew it by not being patient. She moved on and found a loyal man. Greasy, quit being a bitch and give the phone to Georgie. No, this is not Gracie. I know you're not fucking Georgie. Who are you? Nate. What the fuck? Georgie, who the fuck is Nate? Are you seriously already fucking someone else? I thought you loved me. Answer me. Quit fucking around. My chest tightens like a corset was laced too tight. I can't breathe as all my emotional markers fly out the window. Why is this happening to me? My entire world is crashing down around me. Nathaniel told Richard about him while I was sleeping. How is that possible when he was raping? No, not rape. I said yes. Oh God, I said yes. My heart thunders like war drums in my ears. What am I going to do? No, 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 I say, hysteria sending my voice higher in pitch with each denial. I'm sorry, Richard. I was drunk. Please don't hate me. I don't know what got into me. As my thumb hovers over the send button, my entire arm trembles like I'm holding 1,000-pound weight in it. Are you fucking kidding me? I shriek at my phone. My fingers move, only they don't hit send. A thundering in my ears builds as I realize Nathaniel stopping me from sending my plea. I told him the truth. He doesn't deserve you. You are too special to keep being abused by that louse. Flames of rage burning in my chest make focusing more difficult. You don't get to make that decision for me. You are mine. I will not idly stand by and let another man besmirch your honor. He is lucky I do not beat him to within an inch of his life for how he treated you. Richard, for all his terrible words, is the only person I thought loved me. My father doesn't love me. Gracie will never love me after this. The thought of her and I being together flushes my cheeks. Loving another woman is a sin by the laws of the church. I'm walking a pile of shame and deserve Richard and all his hate. No, Georgina, you deserve love and adoration. You are kind and caring. You try to please everyone around you, even at your own expense. I am sorry this happened to you. I will no longer allow you to suffer that monster. I will always defend and protect you. Now that we have consummated our union, there is nothing I won't do to honor and cherish you, even if that means protecting you from yourself. Get the fuck out of my head! I rear back to throw my phone at the wall, only my hand won't release it. I scream in frustration. You don't own me. This is my body, my life. You are a fucking demon, ghost, whatever, and can't do this to me. Electricity hums through the room like a gospel chorus singing backup in this melodrama. The light bulb in the lamp on my nightstand shatters. A giant spark rips through me, every nerve alive with pain. I am not a demon. Like it or not, we are bound until you die. I don't understand why or how it happens. Raven told you fighting will only make it worse. You need to calm down. Calm down? Did you just fucking tell me to calm down? I'm fucking possessed. I didn't ask for you to bind your soul to mine. Get the fuck out, or so help me, The pain increases beyond any I've experienced before. Like a hot knife flays the skin from my body, and a giant wicked cheese grater shreds my soul to pieces. A strangled cry rips from my throat. I crumple to the floor, gritting my teeth and curling into a ball. Black spots blur my vision. A jet engine level of ringing drowns out any other noise. Please, stop. Don't murder me, I whimper before succumbing to unconsciousness. I admit I crossed the line in responding to Dick. I never thought she would unleash her wrath on me for defending her. Thankfully, she cannot hurt me. As she roars at me, her heart beats harder and faster. The strange sensation of being pushed frightens me. My brides have never been capable of connecting with me in such a fashion. Raven's warnings ring in my head. I am not a demon. Like it or not, we are bound until you die. I don't understand why or how it happens. Raven told you fighting will only make it worse. You need to calm down. Telling her to calm down has the opposite effect of what I desired. The light explodes and pain tears through my chest as if my heart is being ripped from its cradle. This beautiful girl has done something to me. This time is different. There's a connection between us I can't explain. In the few short months of being bound to her, I want nothing more than to be corporeal and to hold her to me. The hours I've spent scouring the internet while she sleeps for an answer have proved in vain. Before tonight, I wanted to cross the line and reach out to Raven again, or to contact the bookstore. Anything to make Georgina's suffering come to an end, and the two of us to have a happily ever after. She hits the floor. Her heart jackhammers too hard for her body. As the seconds tick by, a numbness creeps up my ankles, giving me the wrong impression that I'm floating. This always happens before I'm forced to return to the mansion. No! I force her lungs to draw air and her muscles to relax, again violating the agreement to not overtake her. She will forgive me, provided she survives. The fog grows thicker around me, threatening to sever our bond. Georgina's accusations ring in my ears. I am murdering this wonderful woman. Am I no better than the demon she claims to me to be? What is your desire? The feminine voice whispers through the cloud. No, you go away. I will not let you take her. I wave my arm like I could chase away the approaching thief. Georgina is my body and soul. She must live. My entire world crashes to a halt as the thundering of her blood flowing through her veins stops. No steady thump, no whisper of air drawn, nothing. Georgina lies limp on the floor. A tsunami of panic drowns me for a fleeting heartbeat. Oh God. I rest my hand on her chest. I curl my fingers around her heart and delicately squeeze. The muscles react to my pressure. I cannot save her on my own, forcing me to split my focus to text for help. Come on, Georgie, breathe. Help is on the way. I promise. With the message sent, I continue massaging. Okay, she is not breathing on her own. Lungs. Need to make the lungs expand. I inhale, and her chest rises as air fills her lungs, neglecting the other vital action. Shit, heart too. Breathe and heart. Breathe and heart. As I chant the mantra, her body pantomimes life. Her heart weighs heavy in my hands as the blood begins to flow in time to my actions. Minutes tick by like hours. The fog recedes, allowing me to channel all my energy on keeping my girl alive. Please, God, I'll do anything if you save her. Is this what you desire? Fuck you. Go the fuck away. This is all your fault. I yell into the void, my eyes never leaving Georgie. As you wish, Nathaniel. I ignore the taunting voice and find the rhythm to keep her from perishing. Her body is not acting of her own volition. Soon, I'll be forced to face the truth. I murdered another innocent girl. I am a monster. How could I do this to these women? My pace creeps with the crushing doubt of not being able to save my Georgina. No, I will not lose this one too. I wrap my arms around her and continue to make her body respond. I press to her, and my heart slows. My chest rises and falls with her. Where she begins and I end melds. I refuse to accept her death and keep her with me. Please, don't leave me. I need you. We belong together. If you come back, I promise I will only ever act by your command.